Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Inside Out headquarters from the movie Inside Out, and Inside Out 2. Not only will I show you how to make the entire outside of the build, but we have also made as much of the interior as we can actually fit inside of the build as possible. Watch until the very end of the video to see where we place this in our city. This is the amount of space required to make the build, and here are all of the materials that we will need to make the headquarters. Begin by placing a smooth quartz block on the ground. Dig to the right of it, place a smooth quartz block in the hole with an iron door on top, a smooth quartz block to the right. We then want to place a smooth quartz block to the back and right, extend back by 2, place a smooth quartz block to the back and left, extend left by 2, extend the smooth quartz block forwards and left, and then forwards by 2, 1, 2. We can then remove all of the glass inside of here and replace it with smooth quartz. Next, we want to place 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 smooth quartz block on top of every single smooth quartz block that we have placed. Except for the ones that are inside of the build, that'd be a little bit crazy. This does also just include above the door as well. Next, place a layer of white concrete on top of our smooth quartz. We then want to place another layer of smooth quartz block on top of our white concrete. We then want to do something a little bit tricky. It's actually easier if we place something one row above our smooth quartz, as we have to place upside down smooth quartz stairs on top of our smooth quartz layer. So if we actually have something that we can place this on, it's perfect. This is the effect that we're looking for. Next, we want to place white shulker boxes directly on top of our upside down stairs. And then we are going to place another layer of smooth quartz on top of our shulker boxes. Next, we are going to extend the front row of smooth quartz block out by a row, so that overhangs the front of the entire build like this. We then want to extend this row of smooth quartz to the left by 2, 1, 2, and then up 1, left by 2, 1, 2, up 1, left 1, up by 3, 1, 2, 3, then right 1, up 1, right by 2, 1, 2, up 1, right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 1, right by 2, 1, 2, down 1, right 1, down by 3, 1, 2, 3, left, down, left 2, 1, 2, and then down and left. The end result will be this oval shape, which we now actually want to take this entire oval shape and extend it all the way backwards, starting with these base blocks just around the top of the build like this. Extend them all the way backwards until we overhang the back of the build by 1 row as well, like you can see here. We then want to extend every single one of our smooth quartz blocks backwards as far as those base blocks. So every single one wants to overhang the back of the build by 1 row. Next, on the front of the build, we are going to place 2 smooth quartz blocks here in this position. You can see there is inside, yet in front, this empty space. We then want to extend these smooth quartz blocks to the right by 1 row, followed by 1 row of black stained glass, a row of smooth quartz block, 3 rows of glass, 1, 2, 3, a row of smooth quartz block, a row of black stained glass, and then 2 rows of smooth quartz block, like this. We then simply just want to fill in the empty space that is created just above and below, like so. Just like this. And we can then actually do either the exact same thing on the back, or alternatively you can just seal up this gap. In the movie, I do believe that you would only have the windows on the front, but I don't see the harm in also putting them on the back as well. It's more of a personal preference thing, I think, so I'm just going to add the row of smooth quartz here, add another row, extend in, black glass, smooth quartz, 3 rows of glass, smooth quartz, glass, 2 rows of smooth quartz, and then we are just going to fill all of this in with smooth quartz block. There is an antenna right in the very center of the top of the roof here. We want to start off by placing a smooth quartz block, followed by a white concrete, 2 white stained glass, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 white stained glass panes. That goes right in the middle of the roof. It should be fairly easy to find. With the entire outside of the headquarters made, we can now head inside. But hang on, let's just put this here and work on the interior. So most glaringly, we first of all have to add a row of ladders all the way up the back of the build, just in the center, all the way up to the very top, like this. And my recommendation would be to either leave this as it is, so it's all nice and open, or to seal this up. So you can do this by adding rows of smooth quartz on the right, kind of just following the pattern of the build, by the way. So wherever you have the shulker boxes and the smooth quartz and the white concrete, you can just apply that, extending all the way up the left and right side of the build, just like so. And then if we add, just above the doorway here, if we extend some smooth quartz just across the top, and then all the way up like this, but also we do want to once again just match the pattern of blocks that we have leading all the way up to the top. We can just get that filled in like so. Then we create kind of like a more of a tunnel, really. I prefer this rather than the nice open feel. Moving on, we are going to apply a bunch of light blue terracotta to the floor. So we want to cover up all of that smooth quartz and extend our ladder all the way up here. On the back of the build, we want to place an upside down smooth quartz stair here, just underneath this window. Extend it left and right, and then we can fill the entire rest of the back of the headquarters in with light blue terracotta, just like this. That's perfect. On the front of the build, we are going to do the exact same thing, minus the upside down stairs, so we can just cover up as much of this as we possibly can. There we go, we want to leave the windows intact. So when it comes to these 3 stairs, we are going to place an activator rail right in the middle of them, and a lever either side. On this side of the headquarters, so just so that we are orientated correctly as we look towards this command console, to the left here is where we are going to be working on. So first of all, we are going to remove this row of smooth quartz, and we will replace it with light blue terracotta. We then want to extend these 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, forwards, until they just line up with the edge of the console here. We then want to place iron bars along the side of this like so, and then we are going to place a row of light blue terracotta here, smooth quartz stairs here, a warped button here with a crimson button to the right of it. We then want to fill the back area in here with bookshelves, and we are also going to extend a row of light blue terracotta just across the top like this. We also want to add some rails just around here, just kind of like leading around like so. Preferably maybe back into the bookshelves, although I think that might be a little bit difficult to do. So instead we will just place a lever here, and that's looking pretty good. This leads us onto the opposite side of the room. So first of all, we are going to remove this row of smooth quartz, and we will replace it with bookshelves. We'll actually just fill all of these rows in with bookshelves and place a row of light blue terracotta just across the top here. And we actually want to replace some of these bookshelves with chiseled bookshelves, like maybe these three here in the middle left. We then want to place a row of 1, 2, 3, 4 smooth quartz across the bottom of the bookshelves with a smooth quartz stair here, then light blue terracotta here with crimson fence on top of the terracotta. Here on the right, we are going to place a vertical row of light blue terracotta like this, with a flipped up/down crimson trapdoor here and a button underneath it. Then we are going to, maybe we'll actually also just add an extra terracotta block here as well. We are going to replace the ceiling. So we don't need these rows of smooth quartz. So instead we're going to remove them, and we are going to place magenta terracotta underneath the smooth quartz instead. Just like this. Next, we are going to place a beacon just on the opposite side of our ladders here, right where the entrance is, with a purple carpet on top of it. We then want to place a glow icon behind the beacon and extend left 2, connect to the front of the build, right 2, connect to the front of the build, and we also want to connect the center icon to the front of the build as well. Now all that is left is for us to add a bunch of glow item frames. So we can place them here along the stairway, and here in front of all of the bookshelves on this side, and also the exact same on the opposite side as well. You can place them all over the place really. And we want to fill them in with different kinds of glass. So all of your various colourful stained glass panes we just want to use here, and it doesn't really matter where you put them, what order you put them in. Some of them you can leave empty if you like, so you can leave them empty, and you can even use your chiseled bookshelves as well to full effect. Like it's kind of more of a personal choice, and it looks good when there is a little bit of variance, and as long as you place them on the majority of the bookshelves and along the stairs, it will end up looking really, really good. And with that final detail added, we have officially completed our headquarters. However, this tutorial is not over. We must now add this build into our city. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I don't have a pre-picked out spot for an emotion regulating headquarters in Mini City, but this build looks modern enough that I think that maybe we can just stick it in the modern suburbs and it might not look too weird. So I think that that's exactly what we're going to do. It's kind of a cool looking building, so I think that we can get away with it. It kind of just looks like a control tower or something. Yeah, I think it fits in nicely here. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell next to the subscription button to ensure that you get all my videos sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make anything else by me, please check the description below for the Mini City Builds playlist. We have over 100 builds in there for you to enjoy. Alternatively, the sidebar, hopefully the next upcoming video, YouTube, or just check the channel. Consider becoming a channel member today and you will gain access to a cool avatar next to your name, some unique emojis, and access to my Mini City design world containing every single build that has been added to Mini City to date. This is well over 100 builds, all chronologically ordered. Java edition only. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.